Hello, Super Boothers. Thanks so much for joining me. It's good to see everyone. Thank you so much for all the messages this past week. Thank you for all the support. It's really been amazing to have such loyal listeners that really care about what we have to say and the information that we try to share with everyone. So thank you so much for everything. Today, I want to talk about tips on growing your social media audience for your business. But before I begin, I have an announcement to make. I am pleased to announce that on November 13th, Super Boothers will be in Hollywood, and this is officially confirmed, hot off the presses. We're continuing our tour for one last destination for 2017, and we asked everyone on our poll in the group, and Los Angeles was the resounding number one answer. So we're coming to Los Angeles. We are selling early bird tickets now for $77, and prices are going to $99 on October 1st. So get your tickets now. The link is available at superboothers.com. We are going to be doing networking, website audits, continuing our pricing and social media discussion as well. We get to do our live Q&A, which is my most favorite thing to do. Whenever we record the podcast, it's just Ismail and I speaking into thin air, and we don't know how the jokes will play off or if people are responding to what we're saying. I love being in a room where we can speak on our topics and look around the room and see everyone nodding, just agreeing with us and what we're saying. I'm so excited to be coming to LA. Please get your tickets early. We'd love to meet you and get to talk to you one-on-one. This coming Monday, we will be at our Dallas event in the W Hotel in Victory Park. Another thank you to Imaging Spectrum and Darkroom Software for sponsoring the event. And our swag bags. Everyone that attends is going to get this lovely little bottle, this little stainless bottle. So we're really excited to have them as a sponsor. Thank you so much to Steve and Eric for making that happen for us. We have some great giveaways. We're going to be giving away our current book club selection, which is Ultimate Sales Machine, as well as these guests will be able to get to be the first to know what our next book club selection will be, and we'll have that book as well. If you haven't already picked up the book, it's Ultimate Sales Machine. We have our follow-up episode on this one coming up in a few weeks. The W Hotel is doing an amazing dinner for us. Taylor Martin, who was a guest on our vendor relationships episode, she will be there as well. It is an event absolutely not to be missed. Those tickets, again, are available at superboothers.com, and we'll be able to take limited tickets at the event. So now let's go ahead for tips on growing a social media audience for your photo booth business. Number one is creating strong profiles. This seems rather simple to start with, but the starting point for really growing your audience on any social network is to have a completed profile on all your social media accounts. So, for example, let's go ahead and take Facebook to start off with. You need to have your branded cover photo as well as your profile photo, and these photos should be consistent amongst all social platforms. That really helps create brand recognition. All the details must be filled out again and then inconsistent. Twitter bio, Instagram bio, website links, locations, all of it should be filled out. Facebook requires a short description, a website link, address, phone number. I would also share a couple of updates and links and articles and photos and status and all that other stuff before you start building your audience. No one likes to be invited to a profile and then you go to it and it's blank and there's nothing to look at. So you really need to give someone a reason to like what you're offering. Number two is share quality content. This is great for whenever you're first creating content. Maybe you're not good at taking photos. That doesn't mean that you can't curate on your profile. And what I mean by curate is taking related links, articles, photos, videos, and sharing it on your page. This is very common whenever you're first getting started and you don't necessarily have access to content that you yourself have created. One of the things that I like to do with every event is I have my events take a social media optimized photo that's a little more creative of our setup in relationship to the event. So it doesn't necessarily mean sharing the content that's going out to the guest, however, like what it looks like in real life and what the photo activation is in related to the event. So on my Instagram, I generally show some behind the scenes stuff, and we do this with Super Boothers as well, and that leads to some just regular organic followers. Be thoughtful with this content. You don't just want to take random photos and throw it up on the internet, and make sure that it's tailored to your brand. Make sure that the people are having fun in the photo. Make sure that it's something that showcases what you are trying to sell. I often use it as an educational tool for future clients that are booking. So for example, I'm at an event that has a boomerang and a green screen. I'm going to put on there that there's green screen and boomerang in the title, and that helps whenever I'm trying to sell it and someone necessarily doesn't understand what I mean. Then I can share the Instagram profile or that particular photo with them, and they can see and look at what I'm talking about. Number 3 is be engaging. Social media platforms are really meant to be social. Interacting with people is the best way to guarantee followers and engagement, and that really is the name of the game. I just did an event for an art exhibit opening, and the next day I clicked the geotag and scrolled through, and I see some people shared some of the photos. You can kind of see that, and I was like, I commented, thanks for sharing. And I was absolutely shocked when someone tagged us in their photo, and one of their friends found out about us, and then booked the photo booth for their Halloween event. So it was amazing how this happened just from clicking on a geotag and commenting. Number 4, add links to the social media accounts on your website. If you have things like Squarespace or Shopify or WordPress, this is an incredibly simple thing to do. It's on Superboothers. You can see it just on the bottom. That being said, number 5, add it to your email signature as well. Your email signatures are almost guaranteed to be noticed, and people will just click out of sheer curiosity. And it's a simple tip that really would just kind of be missed otherwise. Number 6, cross-promote on your social accounts. I built my personal Instagram from something like 600 followers to about 11,000. It was incredibly hard, and you really have to eat and breathe it. But one of the things that made it easier was to piggyback off of the other social media accounts. So I occasionally would post on my Facebook, hey, follow me on Instagram. And at the time, I was just selling message t-shirts, and sales always spiked whenever I posted in conjunction with the photo, whatever I was selling. So Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, simple. Follow me on Instagram at ohmygodryanjust. See how that works? Number 7, open your personal Facebook profile to followers. Facebook has a setting on there where you can enable to allow others to follow your personal profile, and any public updates that you share will be shared to your followers, just like any other platform, in their newsfeed without having you to accept them as a friend. This will help kind of grow an audience that you can promote your business while still keeping, private things private. Number 8, if you're listening to this now, you're probably already good at it, but participating in Facebook groups. And this is a great way of finding groups that, are your target audience. So join in and start commenting and be engaging and, offering whatever it is you have to offer. Number 9, there are 2 books that you need to read. One is Ask Gary Vee, and he goes everything in this book. And it's really incredible to help you find your voice in a very crowded social media world. This isn't in our book club book, but it's a good start. The second is Gary Vee, Jab, Jab, Right Hook. And he goes over all of the do's and don'ts of the social media world. And he really does list out the good things and the bad things of what to post and what not to post. Number 10 is hashtags. Always, always, always use hashtags in your captions. Hashtags are almost on every platform now, and it's a great way for your content to become searchable and for you to have organic followers. Above all, just remember that the key to all this is to create beautiful content. Content really is king. There are people that have booked me solely for the fact that they have found me on social media. And that doesn't mean that I'm by any means an expert on social media on this specific topic. However, I found out that, just these little practices really do work. So even if you book 1 or 2 events a month from social media, that's 12 or 24 more that you would have booked in a year. And depending on how much you charge, that can mean anywhere between an extra $6,000 and $24,000 per year that you didn't have before. My real goal is to get people to stop focusing on the individual numbers, I only booked 1 or 2. And yeah, that's also 2 that you didn't have booked before, and multiply that times 12 months. And you're going to get nowhere if you focus on the small itty bitty numbers. Look at the big picture here. That's 24 people that you have an opportunity to get future business out of them. That's 24 opportunities that you have, that one of them could be a big one that leads you to $100,000 worth of events in 1 year. And believe me, it does happen. These are some of the organic options that I have used. There are plenty of paid options out there. Boosting on your profile and then promoting certain posts. We will absolutely go into all that in future episodes. That being said, we are also announcing our Google AdWords e-course. This has been very much a long time coming. This will be available on Halloween, perfect for the holiday season. This e-course has been a major topic of discussion, and we've been trying to figure out the best way to get this content to you. It is too much of a massive topic to go over in a podcast, and we feel that the best way to get this content is in an e-course. We're in the production phase of this now, and we're incredibly excited to bring this to you. We are going to do an introduction to AdWords on the podcast for sure. And then go into an overview of everything. And then the e-course will contain everything you possibly need to set up a successful campaign. Settings, content creation, optimization, conversion, tracking, testing, bidding, literally everything will be covered. We have created this program with a team that is responsible for multi-million-dollar Google AdWords spends, and we're happy to be able to work with them and bring this content to you. It will have videos, downloadable worksheets that are all tailored to the photo booth industry. So this is like very much meant for you. This is so industry specific. We are pre-selling this beginning on Friday, and our release date is Halloween, October 31st. So be sure to check out superboothers.com on Friday for all of this new information. Don't forget to join us tomorrow on Super Boothers for the regular weekly podcast. Please submit your questions. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. Appreciate it.